My name is Scott Kipke. I'm a secondary teacher at Lucerne Elementary Secondary School. So school has changed a lot since I was a kid 20 years ago, 30, a long time ago. Back then it was all about answers, so it was about filling kids' heads with information. And as everybody knows in this day and age, information is easily accessible. So it's not about finding answers, it's about finding solutions. So last 2 days we had a MakerDay and a Hackathon. And so these were 2 days where we tried to get kids involved in using technology for the hackathon primarily. So having them do things like working with robots, learning about 3D printing, learning about web design.
So my name is Nick Graves. I'm the principal of Lucerne School. Getting to expose the students to such a wide variety of technology in the hackathon is great because, you know, we're a rural community. They don't always get to see all that, or they don't necessarily get the chance to play and explore in that way. You know, we do our best to give them a wide variety of options, but that's not always, you know, those options aren't available necessarily in urban schools.
The premise behind Hackathon is that the kids of today are going to have to go into the workforce, and they're going to be dealing with technology in any profession that they encounter. And so it's really trying to expose them to computational thinking, and expose them to all those different aspects of technology that they're going to be encountering, whether it's robotics or 3D design or web design. They're going to in the workplace today, you're going to have those aspects. MakerDay is a day targeted more towards the elementary, and so it was a hands-on day where we get the kids planning and constructing different prototypes of ideas that they have. So it's a day where they get to really kind of use their creative skills, and then you put those skills to work and physically build a prototype of an idea that they have created.
So we also focus on the local to global theme. We started that off sort of by, we're surrounded by water. So we thought we'd start off with a water tower challenge where the students had to design a water tower that was 15 centimeters off the ground and see how much water they could get it to hold.
For this, we were trying to fit as much water, so we used the cardboard as to funnel water down to hold as much. And then we used pencils and straws for support.
And we put the bag in to make sure that it didn't leak.
We have the extra 2 cups here, so it's 15 centimeters off the ground. We're beating everybody. These things.
And let's measure the height. We need that ruler.
Oh!
Okay, so it's leaking?
Oh, darn! How is it leaking?
I don't know. You've got way more. You now have the most water than anybody.
Would you come look at this?
So that's 800 milliliters so far.
Okay, so we built this, and then I had that bag in there, and the bag held all the water. And then we're 4th place.
You're 4th.
I mean 3rd.
3rd. Steep competition, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they did a great job at that. The winning tower had over a liter of water and was like 25 centimeters off the ground.
My only concern, I'm pretty certain it's stable enough. My only concern is if it leaks. Oh, yeah.
After that, we moved into our prototype challenge, where things were really opened up to them, and they needed to, just develop a prototype of something they would like to see that was based on the theme of local to global.
Yeah, the great thing about these Maker Days is that the kids are fully engaged. You walk into the gymnasium and there's 100 kids that are just fully into what they're doing. They're excited. They're taking risks. They're building things with their own two hands, and it's really quite an amazing thing to see that kids who often aren't engaged in the regular classroom, who struggle with sitting and listening and doing math problems at a desk, that they're engaged and they're excited about what they're doing.
I think just at its base of getting students together from 3 different schools, from 3 different communities, and seeing their interactions and seeing the friendships that form there, I was really surprised, and maybe I shouldn't be surprised, at how quickly they were working together. Even in the older ages, where kids are a little bit more closed off at that time, more reserved and afraid of not looking cool.
But after that breaks down a bit, then they develop new bonds and new friendships. And really, too, that is another aspect of the world of tomorrow, that you're going to have to work with people that you don't know, and you're going to have to find ways to work with groups of people who are not necessarily your best friends.
This theme of connecting the local to global it's a huge thing, and I think you ask anyone to sort of think about that and engage in that topic, they're going to be really stumped, and it did stump the kids, but then it got going. We had one group of students who developed a heating system that could be used in volcanoes, and one that developed a house that was energy efficient. These are just amazing concepts that they sort of engaged in.
Casing around granola bars is plastic and it's bad for the environment, so we're thinking of making cardboard to go casings around granola bars, so then it's better for the environment and recyclable.
It's like a big area of land that can hold animals in it, and like plants and stuff, so they can grow. It's the digger, apparently. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a self-efficient composter. And so basically you just the reason why people don't want to do compost is because it's too much work. So with this, if you just take it and you put your compost in there, and then in here, it's all laminated with bags. So you just put your compost in there, and it's airtight. Well, it will be if it's actually been made. And then you just put your bokashi in here every day. You just put your bokashi in there, and it composts it without you having to do any work.
That's actually pretty cool.
So what symbolizes solar panels?
These up here. It starts here and it goes downhill, so when it rains, the water gets collected in open pipes, and this is the net that goes over top the pipes to make sure no big sticks and stuff goes in the pipes, and then the water runs down the hill. This is a volcano, and it uses heat capsules to turn the heat from the volcano into electricity, which is stored in the battery.
My idea is a rocket that runs on plastic or garbage, so it won't really start fires or anything like that. And so we'll see, yeah.
One of them talked about how, I learned about this in math and I want to bring it into here, and it was just this cross-curricular engagement. It pays off, and the rewards are unimaginable. The engagement that we saw with the students, the friendships that formed, this cross-curricular knowledge, just all those synapses that were just bam, 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 bam. I think that, a day like today is a day that the students are going to remember for this school year. That's going to be one of their defining days.